Hey guys, welcome back. It's right, it is Tubi Tuesday. We are checking out a movie on Tubi and then gonna talk about it for a while. And this week we checked out, I don't know why I'm saying we, it's just me, a movie called HYPNAGOGIC. 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 I don't know, something like that, right? It doesn't matter. It's a medical term, and we'll get into why that is important later on. Spoilers, we won't, because I don't really remember what it was. I looked it up, but I forget, and it was stupid, so I don't care. HYPNAGOGIC from 2015 is a movie, and I don't want to talk about it, but I will say it only has a runtime of 55 minutes, so that's a positive. Opens up with a young girl, I don't know, having a nightmare, but it's only like 3 seconds long, so I'm not sure if it was a nightmare or exactly what it was. She comes downstairs, her mom or somebody is sitting at the dining room table with just an open peanut butter jar. No fixins to go with it. I usually think of peanut butter as a condiment, right? You put it on things. You don't just eat it. I mean, I've occasionally eaten just peanut butter, but it's not something I normally get out. Anyways, I'm already getting distracted. It doesn't matter. She's sitting there because we find out that she is a lawyer. And she's working on a big case, as lawyers do. Have you ever known in movies, like a lawyer who's not working on a big case? Is a lawyer always working on a big case? Do they ever do little cases? I guess just big things are more entertaining or interesting than little things. Is that what we're getting at? I don't know. So because this mom or aunt or whatever is so busy, she offers to leave some money for this young girl for pizza and Chinese. And you heard that right, and Chinese. Not or Chinese, pizza and Chinese. And I gotta say, this concept interests me quite a bit. I thought it would be an or scenario because, I don't know, it's a little ridiculous to order both pizza and Chinese, but when she threw the idea out there, I'm kind of receptive to it. I would actually try that. Why not? I had sushi pizza before, wasn't that great. That's all I got. This is where like the animal instinct comes out though. People have it because, you know, evolution, if you believe in that sort of thing. And if you don't, you're probably an idiot. But anyways, deep down from our evolutionary standpoint or something, I'm saying things, we used to be cave people. My point is, she's acting on instinct. The young girl wants to have a bite of the peanut butter as well, and this aunt/mom or whatever aggressively doesn't want to give up the peanut butter spoon. And I get it. Back in the cave days, if you had like a, I don't know, a lizard's leg or something you're feasting on, and Cro-Mag comes in next to you and he wants your lizard leg, you don't just fucking give him that because you earned that lizard leg. Fucking Cro-Mag can go get his own goddamn lizard leg. That's what I'm saying. Survival of the fittest. And that's how it works in suburbia, okay? So then the young girl says, I'm gonna go back to bed. But then she goes and sits in a rocking chair. That's not bed. And now I'm starting to think like, this is why this girl has all these fucking sleeping problems? If she's sleeping in a fucking rocking chair. Like I've fallen asleep before in a rocking chair, like maybe occasionally in my life. And it was never once where I got up and I was like, yes, this is how I want to sleep going forward. It was by accident. You never just go to sleep in a rocking chair. Maybe old people do, but they're like mostly dying and stuff, so they'll just like fall asleep anywhere because their body's like, just let me go. But they want to not go. So this young woman, I believe her name is Summer. They may have said that before. If not, I'm throwing it out there now because I know, because I just looked at my note of what her name is. Anyways, so Summer wakes up in the middle of the night and walks into near the kitchen to see her aunt doing something. It's implied she's like chopping things based on the sound effect, and then all this like chocolate syrup starts running down. So maybe she's like hastily making like, I don't know, a sundae or something. It's definitely chocolate. I think they want you to think it's blood, but it looks delicious. I don't know, maybe I'm a vampire then? Does that make me a vampire? I thought it was chocolate, maybe it's blood. I'll try it either way. This is why I have a weight problem. So it turns out that was just a nightmare, and Summer then goes to the park where she has a flashback with her friends. And it turns out that her mom aggressively comes in here and yells at her to get in the goddamn car. You get in the goddamn car. And it's all because Summer didn't come home. She's like 15 to make dinner or something. Like it's a 15-year-old's responsibility to make dinner. I don't know. Seems a little weird. Maybe her approach wasn't very good either. I feel like if I started yelling at my kids like that immediately, they're not going to listen either, especially when they're teenagers. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know what I'm saying, honestly. I just talk a lot. The flashback ends, and it turns out this old man that's been creeping on her in the park approaches and asks if he can sit down next to her. And of course the answer is, fucking no! What? No, you can't sit down next to this like 15-year-old girl. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? You fucking weirdo. This is where the movie gets weird though, because she's like, no, because she's rational. She tells him to get away from him. And then it shows a scene where he's like 10 feet away from her. But then when it cuts back, she's like right there next to her again. And this is also like, this movie's like gaslighting the movie or something. Because I don't know if it's just like on purpose or if it's really bad filmmaking. I lean towards the latter based on the audio quality and both of the shots and pretty much everything else with this movie. But maybe it's more clever than I'm giving it credit for. I don't know. So Summer decides to go back home after having this experience at the park. And then she walks into this foyer, and this foyer is goddamn interesting. Look at this fucking foyer. Man, like, they don't make foyers like they used to. Like, I sort of have a foyer, but it's mostly just like a little hallway. But this little nook and cranny thing they built to the left side right in front of the stairs, that's pretty cool. I don't know what I would ever do with that space because I don't feel like I'm gonna be like, hey honey, I'm gonna go sit in the bottom of the stairs in the cranny and do what? I don't know what you do there because I can't read. I mean, I can read, I just don't read. I mean, I try to read, but it puts me to sleep. And if I'm gonna read, I'll probably read in bed because it puts me to sleep, not in the cranny, because then I'm like a weirdo sleeping in my cranny. I guess that's where Harry Potter kind of lived though, but that was under the stairs, but that's more of a nook. This was a cranny because it's like unimpeded. There's no ceiling. It's just all open. I think that's what a difference between a nook and a cranny is. Like in a English muffin. Actually, I don't know. In an English muffin, what is the nook and what is the cranny? I don't know. So now we get a flashback, and this is where the story starts to pick up. Not really, but I'm trying to sell it. She gets a flashback of being in the car with her mom, and they're arguing and fighting, and then wow, car accident. Didn't see that coming. Actually, I did. And it's a doozy. So this is why Summer feels guilty, I guess, is because she was arguing with her mom and was involved in this car accident. All right, so that's kind of the whole thing of the movie, okay? Now we can proceed further in. Summer wakes up in the morning. She goes down to eat some breakfast. Her aunt, that's who the lady is, not the mom. She's an aunt. You can tell the difference. She has the aunt hair, kind of aunt-ish look. She doesn't look like a mom. She would look like my aunt. Is that weird? Like, why do aunts look a certain way than moms? I don't know. Like, the aunt could be a mom, but she still looks like an aunt. And then this is also intriguing to me, kind of like the pizza and Chinese incident earlier. She's eating like an Egg McMuffin or something right now. And she says, what are you doing today? She says she has to go to a brunch with a client. So she needs to leave now. And my mind started swirling. I don't know about you guys, but she's currently eating an Egg McMuffin thing. I assume that's breakfast. I always thought that brunch was a replacement for breakfast and lunch. It's one thing that encompasses both. On those days, you don't eat breakfast, then have a brunch, then eat lunch, right? I didn't think that was the case, but the way she's doing it, it kind of sounds like it's the case. Whew, I'm working up a sweat just thinking about how this sounds enticing to me. Then, after the aunt leaves, the old man guy from the park is creepily in the house, popping up left and right. I don't know if he's like a figment of her imagination or he's just a creepy pervert. It's never clear in this movie. I lean towards both, honestly. So Summer then goes outside because of the creepy old man pervert. And when she comes back in, there's a note on the fridge saying, I have a tons of work to do at the office, so I won't be home until tomorrow night. What? How's that work? You literally were just there. You said you had to go to a brunch. I guess you then like left, but then came back in that 5 minutes that Summer was outside to quickly shimmy in an envelope saying this. So, and then who does that? Who's like, gonna stay at work, and then I guess I'll be home tomorrow night. I'm just gonna sleep at work. I mean, I'm sure people do it, but I've never heard of it. Like, I've never done that. Seems fucking weird. It's weird. So, Ooh, hey, ooh. So Summer starts watching TV then. She starts hearing voices, or maybe it's the TV. I can't really figure it out. I heard something along the lines of fishmongers. What's a fishmonger?
I'm a fishmonger.
I love you. I'm right here, honey. I'm right beside you.
She also hears her mom's voice. Maybe the mom said something about fishmongers? What is a fishmonger? What's a monger? Had enough of the fishmonger show. She decides to go visit her mom at the cemetery. R.I.P. One love, Summer's mom. She leaves a flower, and then the filmmakers are like, time for a montage. And I'm okay. I'm here for a montage. Except the filmmakers forgot an aspect of a montage that can be enjoyable, which is sound. Sometimes you like sound. And so you have a getting ready scene. She's like putting on makeup and shit, and she's like dancing, but there's no sound. Maybe when they made the movie, they just put some licensed track in there, and then to put it onto Tubi, they just like ripped it out instead of replacing it with some stock or something. That's my theory. I don't know if it's true, but I don't know why you would have like a minute of no sound. Summer then goes back to the park to visit her old friends. These kids aren't very nice. For one, they're like not concerned of where she's been. They have no empathy, the fact that her mom has died. And the biggest bombshell of all that Summer casually drops: I've been gone for 2 months because I was learning how to walk again.
I nearly died. I had to go to physical therapy for 2 months to learn how to walk again.
Oh, that's right.
So Summer's sad. She goes to the bridge where the old man pervert guy shows back up, and he starts to unpack a little bit more of this mystery going on. He casually mentions that she's had a massive head trauma. Which is honestly kind of like what watching this movie feels like. Naturally, having heard this, Summer goes to the movie theater and begins watching a movie where randomly people start appearing in seats next to her. And then their heads start doing that ghost shake thing. Like, why do all ghosts do that? Is that like a hobby for ghosts? Like, is that the only thing they can do? I mean, if I couldn't interact with any physical thing, and the only thing I could do was stuff with my body, I guess I'd get like into yoga or Pilates or something. But shaking your head, I guess, is kind of fun. I don't know what else to do. Thumb wars would probably be pretty good for ghosts, but they can't probably interact with each other. And thumb wars with yourself, it's just not possible because of the way your hands are designed. It's a rough ticket. Summer leaves the theater, and all of a sudden it's like a post-apocalyptic scenario. The world is empty. Monster people wearing Party City costumes start chasing her down. What is going on? The old man shows up and he lays it all out. These are scavengers that live between worlds, and all they do is hunt, kill, and eat. There's a crucial thing missing from that though. Because if all you're doing is eating and killing, you're gonna have to shit at some point, right? Everybody shits. I'm shitting right now. Now Summer's back laying on the couch. This movie cuts all over the place. I really don't know what the fuck's going on. I have a good idea of where it's headed though. She wakes up in the middle of the night because she hears, I said it like that, because, that's a way of saying because she hears some sort of ghostly figure. She gets up and follows this ghostly figure up to the attic where it says things, but you can't understand it, so it was pointless, and I don't know why it's in the movie, and it never comes back up again, and I don't know why it's in the movie, and I reiterate the fact that I don't know why it's in the movie.
If a person is divided against itself, a person cannot stand.
But it's okay, because the ghost then like crossfades out of the fucking movie anyways. Who fucking fucking cares? So Summer's aunt finally comes home from her 3-day working thing, and I kind of get it. Summer's like, hey, have you seen my picture? And she's really short with Summer. I don't know how else to say it. She's just got a short temper. But I mean, if you've been working at the office for the last 72 hours straight without sleeping or anything, you'd probably have a bit of a temper too. But she starts to fucking unload. And the crucial part of this whole argument comes out. She cannot date men right now because Summer's there. Because this 16, 17-year-old kid who's been living on her own essentially for the last 72 hours is a really big, thorn in her side to dating men because she's got to watch this kid all the time. And I'm like, you were just gone for days. Literally days. Maybe her expectations for dating are wrong. I don't know. Or maybe this is what dating is like. I haven't dated in years. I don't know. Maybe dates now are like week-long excursions or some shit. I can't fucking know. So Summer lets her know that something bad is happening. Something bad. It's happening. Bad stuff. It's happening. It's bad stuff. Summer wakes up in the middle of the night, walks down creepily downstairs, and kind of spies her aunt wearing a robe. Do you guys wear robes? I've never worn a robe. I feel like Hugh Hefner is the only one who like fucking wears a robe. Like, people wear robes when they get out of the shower before they get dressed, like pre-dressing, which is weird to me too. I only got so much energy to expend during the day, and I'm not gonna do it getting dressed twice in like a matter of 10 minutes if I can avoid that. So, I don't know. Not a big fan of robes. Not rolling them out. Maybe when I get older and I have more free time, I'll get into robes or something. I'll become a robe person. But right now, passing on the robe. So the aunt then invites this doctor over, and there's like secret audio in this scene. I can't really make it out. I wrote down, I hope she. I think that's what it says. I hope she. Like, it's cutting between two shots, and it's just, I hope she. Again, is this bad filmmaking or is it on purpose? It's definitely bad filmmaking, right? It's just a really bad edit, right? Or am I crazy? Am I crazy?
Hi, Summer. How are you?
Good.
Good, good. Why don't you have a seat right here? You see, you've gone through a lot of...
Oh, no. So then they go back to this doctor's office, and this is like the most depressing scene I've ever seen in my life. It looks like a gym teacher's office, which, if you're a gym teacher, like, holy shit. I mean, this desk is like cramped into the fucking corner. Like, I don't even know how he gets in this thing. He must have to climb over the desk to get back in there because there's no room on the side because he's got the printer shimmied in there next to the desk. There's just no fucking room. The chair is like basically up against the wall. This monitor is a fucking CRT from like the 1930s or something. It probably is like a massive nuclear waves are coming out of there, melting your fucking eyes as you look at the fucking report of the kid who jumped rope. Did the kid jump rope? Okay, give him an A. Like, oh my God. You got the white concrete walls, fluorescent lighting. This is what, there's a fake plant. And do you know why the plant is fake? Because nothing living should be in this room, okay? Nothing. This doctor then freaks out. He yells at her to stop yelling. He yells at her to stop yelling. That's hypocritical. So then this doctor guy tries to kidnap her. She gets away, and the movie gets high class now, okay? Listen to me here. We're down in the dark, dirty basement, okay? And this fucking like choir opera thing starts going. The movie starts slowing way down. This is fucking art on screen, guys. Beautiful. And then this guy comes out in this fucking awful costume. What is this thing? What is this? Why are we doing this? Like, is this supposed to be a monster, but it's clearly just a dude wearing like a cheap rubbery costume head with, I don't know. Okay, I'm not even gonna go into it. It's dumb. It's dumb. She ends up back at her house where all the bad actors who were in all the other scenes are there now as like ghosts or something. And then all of a sudden she's now stumbling around a hospital. And I know I said the scene prior to this was art, but this is real art, okay? This is fucking art. I think like at this point they were like, oh shit, the movie's only 40 minutes long, guys. This isn't long enough to be a feature. What if she just slowly stumbles around for 5 minutes while Ring Around the Rosie plays? That's good, right? Now! It was a bad choice, and it was dumb, and I'm not happy about it. So the big twist is revealed. She was in a coma the whole time. Yeah, she was in a coma the whole time. Mom's not dead. No, sir. Not dead. Survived the car accident, survived the coma. I don't know if she needs to learn how to walk again. Maybe that was just a fake thing too. I don't know. And then the movie cuts to her in the park again. I don't know if this is pre-coma, post-coma, during coma. I'm not sure. I think it's after the coma. And I don't know what happened because it just cuts between two angles and the audio is so fucking bad. And also a good reason of why you should use lapel mics if you are outside and you're making low budget movies, because it won't sound so bad. And then just do the fucking Foley work after, because it won't sound so bad.
Are you waiting for someone?
I guess not.
So you're okay then?
Yeah, I think I am.
That's good to know. Just as long as you haven't seen anything strange.
And then we get the best surprise of all, because I'm looking at this runtime. I'm 45 minutes into this thing. You know, it's only a 51-minute long movie. Still good, like, I don't know, 10% of this movie fucking left, right? Something like that. Is that the right math? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But they did it. And I'm so happy they did it. I'm not gonna lie. They just went to the credits for 5 minutes. Credits for 5 minutes in a 51-minute long movie. God bless them. That's what I say to that. God bless them, and God bless you, you sons of bees. I don't know where I'm getting with this. And that's it. That's HYPNAGOGIC. HYPNAGOGIC? Who? I don't fucking know. It doesn't matter. We're done. We're moving on. That was it for Tubi Tuesday, guys. Hope you liked it. If you did, please, please, please leave a comment, leave a like. That helps it out. These things take forever. I'd like people to see them. And I want to get them out there and all that fucking stuff. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. And yeah, that's it. Have a good one. Goodbye.